If you are a manager and you expect your team members to operate as though they were managers, they knew what to do without being told all the time, then you'd be out of a job. Welcome to another episode of Making Dough Show, where we love talking about making dough in restaurant business. My name is Hingham Stanfield, and my husband and I, we own 6 restaurants, 6 pizzerias in San Antonio, Texas, working on 3 more in the next 3 months. So if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe to stay in touch, especially if you're in the restaurant business. Today, I want to answer a question I received from Jennifer from Washington, D.C. She owns a restaurant, and she wanted to know my leadership style in the context of our team. And today, as I'm talking to you, we have about 95 to 100 team members. So within our team members, obviously we have team. Within them, we have leads, we have managers, and we have area managers. And when it comes to leadership style, I feel like people don't talk about that as much. There are 2 things that I wanted to talk to you about. I believe that every leader needs to be a chameleon leader. Chameleon style leadership is my leadership. I also happen to have 4 children. The manner in which I lead my children are young, ages 3 to 12, is different. Each of my kids are different. If you're a parent, you understand that. You do not encourage each child the same way. If you have a son or a daughter, they're very different. The way you challenge them is different. The way you correct their behavior is different as well. Some of them is verbal. Some of them you may need to say, hey, you're grounded, or some you may have to say, I'm taking electronics away. When it comes to disciplinary, encouragement is different as well. Same happens with our team. Different team members need very different things from you. I just really wish, Jennifer, leadership was simple. I wish that I could have a one leadership style that was effective everywhere that I went. It really isn't that way. People that have different levels of experience in our industry need to be led very differently. Your managers need to be led very differently than your leads, and your team members. You cannot have the same expectations. If you are a manager and you expect your team members to operate as though they were managers, they knew what to do without being told all the time, then you'd be out of a job, which is sometimes I catch our managers doing this, complaining about team members. Why do I have to tell you what to do? Because you're the manager. Because if those people self-managed and were capable of managing others and all the processes and the systems, then you'd be out of a job. So really understand what your role is. If you're a manager, you are there to manage. You're there to manage people. You're there to manage cost, food costs, labor costs. Some team members, if they're a high schooler, they have to be told exactly what to do in the first maybe 6 months of working with you. It could be 3 months, it could be 6 months. People are all very different. Their roles are different. Their background experience is very different. You cannot have a very simplistic view to leadership. This is incredibly complex. You can read all the books in the world. You and I could do that, of course, but know that for me, again, I'm a chameleon. I treat team members very differently. I encourage them different. I challenge them different all the time. Let me know, what is your leadership style in your restaurant, and what have you found to be effective when it comes to leading your team in terms of your style of leadership? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe in the show if you have not already. And with that, let's get back to work and make some dough. Thank you. Bye-bye.